Good morning. Good morning. However you want to say it. It is Friday. Yes, yes, yes. And remember to vote. Oh, they got all these little pop-ups coming on. 7 o'clock I will start. Happy Friday to you lovely people. Let me see what time it is. Hold on. I don't want to knock that over. Good morning. All right, it's 7 o'clock. I see the likes. Boom, boom, boom. Thumbs up. Let's get going. Good morning, Kelly. Good morning, Lynette. Yay, and all that other good stuff. I don't want to. I should try it anyway. Let's see. Did it work? I don't know. There I go trying to start stuff, and it keeps going. Good morning, Kim. All you lovely people, and welcome to Be Inspired. Today we're going to talk about getting that mojo back. You ever feel like, I don't know if it's just like this time of year, season where you're just like, wow, I don't want you to be that way. Or if it's something that you've always wanted to do and you just don't have the energy or that push behind you to say, get up, get back to what you're doing, or say you were dealing with somebody else, even like if you're, with your children and you had their life and then they become adults and then you're like, what was I doing before them? You lose you. And you're like, how can I get back to me, the happy me, instead of the responsible me? You know what I'm saying? Hey, April, what happens? Hey, Tiff, I want to say hi. Hey, Denise. Hi to all you lovely people. I was out. I got to tell you this funny thing. I was out and somebody said, they was like, I watch your Be Inspired, but you never tell me good morning, only through a text. Hey, Patty Peter Pan. And I'm like, that's because you're not coming on exactly at 7 and I'm usually off. So, hey, how you doing, Kev? In case you catch it, later on, I wanted to say hey. But yeah, you end up taking on like your children's life. You're at soccer practice, especially if they're in the sports and you try to keep them busy. So your life becomes theirs. And then once they're gone, they're grown and gone, it's like, what was I doing? Wasn't I so exciting and happy when I was younger before I had children? Or even if you're in a relationship. Some women have the tendency, and y'all know I'm going to put it out there. Some women have the tendency to lose themselves and focus only on that guy. Now, I'm not a guy, so I can't speak from a guy's perspective, but I have witnessed where women tend on taking on what the guy actually is doing. If he's into football, all of a sudden she wasn't into football, but all of a sudden she into football. And then they split up. Hey, Kels. And they split up and she's like, what was I doing? Well, like I told you, I'm not going to take too much of your time. I'm definitely not going to do that. But I'm going to give you some tips that I found useful. And like you already know, I'm going to sit there and do my little research. And I'm going to see, okay, Mel, where you at? Hey, Tina. Boom. And even if you don't give up your life, but you share your time. You have to share your time when you're in a relationship. We know that, especially as a married couple, even if you ain't really into what they into, you just act like you do. Pretend. I was a great actress when I was married. Let me keep it real, because I wasn't interested in half that stuff, but I would go ahead and be supportive. Anyway, what you want to do is sunlight. I'll tell you guys over and over and over again, sunlight is energy. Good morning, Edward. Sunlight is energy. Get your doggone sunlight. Now, if you're on this side of the world where you don't have much sunlight, I'm not going to tell you to go to a tanning booth because I'm a nurse and I'm not going to do that. But what I will say is turn the lights on. Turn the lights on. Try to get some of that energy. Open that door. Let those bad spirits out like I told you before overnight. Let some fresh air in. Let it rotate. You know what I'm saying? And get it going. Tiff, you so funny. Also, Learn something new. If it wasn't something that you were doing before, get into a new habit. Now, I ain't say go, sew some quilts and all that other stuff, because your girl, I ain't doing none of that stuff. Not yet. I ain't ready for it. Ain't ready for it yet. Good morning, Seth. But try something new, something that you've never done that you wanted to do. Or let's say if it was something that you were interested in, like me. I'm going to tell you, I'm going to share this with you. I always wanted to own an ice cream truck. Some people look at me like, what, Mel, you want to be an ice cream truck driver? Yes, listen, music will be banging. What you talking about? Let these kids know what's going on, because they go into the store. You don't know. They probably didn't get the same experience that you have. And it is your obligation as a parent. And I'm going to put this out there. And I'm going to try to be still, because I know I move too much. It is your obligation as a parent to instill in your children what was instilled with you, if it's positive. You understand what I mean? If your mother read you bedtime stories, it is your obligation to read bedtime stories to your kids. Yes, I feel that way. And I think that you should do it. Do not neglect your children. Neglect is a harsh word, but don't prevent them from the great experiences that you had with your mother because you're too busy. All right, now I get that out the way. So I told you guys, get busy, find something new that you might be interested in, and just go for it. Just learn new things. Learn the new you. This is now your new normal. You know what I'm saying? Also, clean. Some people like clutter. And some people don't like clutter, but they're just so down. They lost their mojo that they're just sitting around in that mess. Declutter. Throw that stuff that you're not using out. Donate it if you don't want to throw it out, because you got people that don't like to throw nothing out because they feel as though that one day they'll use it. Donate it, and then you could go on out, and then maybe it'll be at some 5 and dime store, and you could be like, oh yeah, I did have that. I'll pay for it again. So just declutter, reorganize, because if you declutter, you can see things a little more clearly. I'll tell you about, like I told you, you hear me say constantly, because my mother always said, write it down, make it plain. So now, the millennials, they call it a vision board. Okay, we ain't call it a vision board. Now, if your place and if your personality is set up like mine, I don't like clutter. And a big board is just not going to go with my decor. You know what I'm saying? Unless you have it in your room. But whatever works for you. Some people put it on their bathroom mirrors. You know what I'm saying? Do you. You can. You will. You put the little, what they do at the school, write on a little board or whatever it is, and put it on the mirror. Write little Post-its. I can, I will, I must. Now, that's what I have. Okay? That's what I do. I can, I will, and I must. So I don't have a vision board, but I have it written down. So you have to do that for yourself to get yourself going. What else is there that I want to say? Eat better. I'm going to tell you that over and over again. Eat healthier. When you eat cleaner, you feel cleaner, you feel light on your feet, and then you might want to get busy. But if you eat all that healthy food, honey, you going to be tired. Yeah, let me sip my tea. Some of y'all eating that heavy food, and I understand the season is coming. And then you want to know why you can't get your mojo back. You don't have the energy. Because some of that food be real good. But it's super duper heavy. So be careful. And the last thing that I want to talk about, and this is, I told you I wasn't going to take too much of your time. This is major, especially with getting your mojo back. Get around positive people. Get around busy people, not busy bodies, busy people. Hey, Nene, get around those people that have or appear to have their mojo back. Because I'm going to tell you, like they say, them spirits transfer. Y'all know, especially y'all in the church now. Come on. But if you see somebody and they're constantly moving, boom, 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 and they're moving in a positive direction that you observe, get around that person. Bump into them a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Get some of their energy. Get some of their mojo. Even if you don't want to do exactly what they're doing, but when you surround yourself, hey, Kev! When you surround yourself with positive, energetic, fun people, listen, you're going to be like, boom, boom, boom. You ain't going to be wanting. They're going to be like, girl, I made some turkey and dressing. You want some? Not today, because I'm busy. She busy. Okay, she's handling her business, doing what it is that she has to do. Good morning, Tamisha. I'm glad you joined Be Inspired. So that's it. I'm going to run down these real quick. Like I told you, get sunlight, learn something new, get busy, declutter, clean. And that's what the decluttering, clean. If you walk in a room and there's something on the floor, just because you didn't put it there, pick it up, because I'm going to tell you that's going to clog your mind, and you don't want to do that. You want to get your mojo back. You want that energy back. You know what I'm saying? You want it back. Right. Well, today, let me tell y'all what I'm drinking, because I know y'all want to know. Certain people be like, what you got in that cup? I usually have tea in the cup. Today, I have apple cider. Yes. 'Tis the season, people. And then I told you guys to eat healthy. And last but not least, please, please, please surround yourself with positive people. Thank you so much for tuning in to Be Inspired. I'm on every Friday at 7 a.m. Also, you can catch me on Spreaker. No, it's not a speech impediment. Spreaker with an R, SPREAKER.com/Shop Talk with Mel. I'll post that 3 p.m. on Fridays. Exhale with Mel, getting you ready for the weekend. It's just wall-to-wall music for 1 hour, a little bit of your time. Also catch me every Saturday, 10 a.m. to 12 noon. Spreaker.com/Shop Talk with Mel. And your girl gonna be shop talking. Listen, we got the shop talk question of the week. We got some stuff to talk about on tomorrow. And tomorrow's topic is dying to be thin. Different diets. And I gotta talk about it. Good morning, Red. That's my sis. What's up? Dying to be thin. And we're gonna talk about the different diets and which ones you shouldn't do and which ones you should do, especially when you're diagnosed with a chronic illness. Okay. So we'll talk about that. We'll have some testimonies on there. Good morning, Missy, Perret, all you lovely people. Thank you for joining in to Be Inspired. Good morning. Happy Friday. Today is the day. Well, that is it. I got to get moving. Find you, embrace you. Most importantly, always, always love you. And visit the website, shoptalkwithmel.com. Got great things coming up, and I'm always here for you. Peace.